Absolutely, we are really in a state of crisis.
The most brutally violent terror group in modern history.
This is an organization that has an apocalyptic end-of-days strategic vision.
It is now our generation's task to carry on.
An 8.5 magnitude earthquake has struck.
Our journey is not complete until our gay brothers and sisters are treated like anyone else under the law.
For the second time in less than 3 weeks, Nepal has been rocked by another major earthquake.
Geologists say there's been more seismic activity over the last 7 months than over the last 4 decades. It's the frequency of these shocks that has the public as well as scientists puzzled.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Yes, there's a baby in our garbage can.
This is 2015 when women are ruling the world.
And so much crime going on that they really can't control it. So have we lost our moral compass, or are we just more aware of it now?
Let me ask you something. Are your parents okay with you being here? My parents. My parents.
This is modern-day Babylon.
Good evening, godless sodomites.
Never before in the history of this country have so many corrupting influences descended upon children at one time.
Kneel before your God, Babylon!
There's been a lot of buzz over the last few weeks about strange sounds being heard in the atmosphere.
And we start with some breaking news this hour. People in the Urals in Russia have seen burning objects raining down from the sky after a meteorite exploded above the Earth.
A terrible mystery gripping the world right now. Birds, fish, and all kinds of creatures just dropping dead in huge numbers for what seems like no reason. It's the latest in a series of unexplained sudden death incidents. The events have sparked a media frenzy, with doomsday speculators saying it hails the end of the world.
165 tornadoes in 24 hours.
Now 11 earthquakes in just the last 24 hours. And of course, the new concern over what's causing this. Could this be the start of something bigger?
Experiencing one of the worst floods in the past 70 years. The flooding has reached biblical proportions.
A massive tornado, at least 2 miles wide.
Scientists left baffled.
Tonight with breaking news.
The death toll is about to rise.
So there's a lot of changes, geological and seismic changes that are going on.
Increase of earthquakes. According to the United States and geological surveys, the rate of earthquakes and the frequency of earthquakes has increased, and found the current trend was out of the ordinary.
You see this is happening in multiple areas. What's going on? An increase in earthquakes.
Scientists.
This is something that we're seeing in an earthquake that's so massive.
And as technology has revolutionized our ability to communicate with each other, it's also allowed us to celebrate ourselves through boastful tweets, humble brags, status updates, and photos.
Narcissistic traits have been rising at the same rate as obesity.
It's about you.
We're breeding a selfie nation. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram may all be contributing to a generation of self-absorbed, self-promoting, self-involved oversharers.
It's about you.
What does that say about us?
Look at me. Look at me.
Selfie obsession is now reaching new heights.
Based on their observations, the members of the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists Science and Security Board find conditions in the world to be so threatening that they are moving the hands of the doomsday clock 2 minutes closer to midnight. It is now 3 minutes to midnight. Today, unchecked climate change and a nuclear arms race pose extraordinary and undeniable threats to the continued existence of humanity. And world leaders have failed to act with the speed or on the scale required to protect citizens from potential catastrophe.
What's happening on planet Earth is definitely not business as usual.
The question is about whether this is all a sign of the apocalypse.